Hey guys, Jonathan here. I've had a lot of people ask me about my motivation, what keeps me going day after day after day, and figured I'd do a video on it. The number one thing, I'm a quotes type of person, so the number one thing is a quote. It's from Horace. It says, "Rule your mind, or it will rule you." That is so important. So you have to be mentally ready. And I talked about this in a video earlier. You have to mentally accept the challenge of doing whatever you're wanting to do. In my case, it's the weight loss goal. But whatever you're doing, you have to accept it in your mind that this is what's going to happen before you can do it, or else your mind's going to talk you out of doing it. So once you're prepared that way, and then you got to move on. And there's another quote I like for the second step of motivation, and again, it works with any goal. And it says, "Habit is habit, and not to be flung out the window by any man, but coaxed down the stairs a step at a time." What this means is that you can't expect, it's unrealistic to expect you just to be able to stop everything you were doing before and turn into somebody who you're not right off the bat. So you can't take 25 years of never going to the gym or never running or never eating healthy and expect tomorrow that you're going to be a pro at it. I am in no way an expert at this. I've done tons and tons of research and I'm sharing what I've learned with you guys. I, day to day, find myself trying to go back to the old habits, and I just got to keep reminding myself it's not worth it. So I mean that's the very important part. So once you understand that your mind has to be in control of your goal, you have to understand why you're doing it. Then you can move on to understanding that it's not an overnight process and that there's going to be temptations to go back to your old habits, but you got to cut them one by one by one to get into a healthier lifestyle. Now, a lot. I like to look at a lot of different things for motivation. I don't just look at quotes and stuff like that. But a couple things that I found really not nice for that is this: YouTube videos are awesome. You can search all over YouTube and look for people that have already lost weight, or you can look for people in the middle of their journey. You can get on Netflix. There's tons of different shows on Netflix. So Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, stuff like that is awesome. You could also go to Google. So before and after pictures of people who already made the journey or mid-journey or anything like that. And another thing is audiobooks. You can listen to books while you're doing other stuff, whether you're at work or if you have a job that lets you do that or whatever you're doing. And it can kind of talk to you and help you get, again, that first part mentally prepared and kind of keep you going through it. The most important part of motivation that I could tell you about is a list. What it is, you write a list of everything you want to accomplish with this goal. So it can be a lot of different things. I mean, for weight loss, it could be tie your shoes easier, ride a roller coaster, fly in a plane, um, sit in a plastic lawn chair. I mean, it can be everything, anything and everything that you're going to be able to accomplish by doing these goals. It can be short-term goals. It can be long-term goals. It could be lift 200 pounds on a bench press, or it could be walk a mile. So I mean, this works regardless what size, whether you're trying to lose 5 pounds or 500 pounds. This will work for you. What you do, you write whatever it is down, write it on a piece of paper, and fold it up. Put it in your wallet, put it in your pocket, and never let go of it. Once you hold on to that piece of paper, this is where the habits part come in. There's going to be a time when you see a brownie or a piece of cake, and you're thinking, I need that. And the truth is, you've already got your mind ready to say, I don't need that, and here's the reason why. So I've got my list here of everything that I've done. Every time I complete something that I couldn't do that I now can do because I'm losing weight, I check it off the list. So whenever that brownie comes up and I'm like, oh, a brownie sounds wonderful right now, I pull out that list and I look at everything I've done and everything I've accomplished and everything I've got left to accomplish. And I realize that there's much, much bigger things than that brownie or that piece of cake. And it reminds you that, you're in control. You're the one making the decisions on this. The next step on motivation is a scare tactic. Understand what the risk factors are of you being the way you are. I mean, whether you're 40 pounds overweight, 500 pounds overweight, uh, just understand that with that comes certain risks. I've included a link down below on that so you can look more into that. I don't want to get too much into that, but if for nothing else, understand the dangers of that, whether it be diabetes or heart disease and things like that. But know that there's a lot of people out there that don't want you to get that, and I'm sure you don't want to go to the doctor and hear that you can stop it now. The last piece of motivation I want to tell you about is going to be pictures. Take tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of pictures of yourself. I know it sounds a bit conceited, but what you're going to do is as you take these pictures on day one, you're going to see where you started at. You might not like taking these pictures on day one, but you got to get them. Then every 5 to 7 days, take the same pictures in the same spot. So make sure you get your face, your belly, your arms, your legs, your back, everything. And then compare the pictures. Every 5 days, compare them. Look at the day one, look at day 5. Then the next 5 days, look at day 1, then look at day 10. You're going to start seeing little differences. You're going to start seeing a little more muscle tone over here. You're going to start seeing a little thinner over here. And that in itself is huge motivation. Again, I showed a video on my last one to where it compared sitting actually right in the same spot of where I started and during that video, and I myself didn't even realize it until I saw the completed video just how much difference there was on that. I mean, it's really nice. It's one of those feelings where your shirt's a little bit looser than it was before, your pants fit a little bit better than they did before. So it definitely helps you out, and it'll definitely help the confidence soar once you start seeing that. So I mean, that's what keeps me motivated. Other than staying healthy for my family, staying healthy for my kids, my wife. I mean, that is huge. That keeps me going to the gym twice a day. That keeps me walking 5+ miles a day, running, doing everything I do. Eating healthy is the biggest thing. Every decision I make on health is based off of having that motivation to keep going. So hopefully this video has helped you guys out, helps you kind of see where I get it. And I mean, if you have any suggestions or anything like that, or if you have an idea of where you get motivation, go ahead and put it in the comments below. I've included some links to the description of websites that have before and after pictures of people that have lost weight. Again, there's a link for the different risk factors and stuff of being overweight. And I believe I put some links down there as far as quotes and stuff like that, so you can look at it. You can get your own quote, and whenever you're in the middle of something that you think you can't accomplish, get that quote stuck in your mind. That way it pushes you just a little bit further. I know you're going to do this. I know I can do it, so let's do it together and we'll accomplish great things. Have a good one.